Alright guys, so we are starting the second tutorial. I wanted to show you guys how to farm up for champions as quickly as possible. We chose Darius because Darius costs the most. We're going to literally just try and speedrun this tutorial. It's going to be fun. But we're literally just going to be running it down mid with the Soraka bot. One of the bots will always come mid. They expect you to go top basically, or to whatever lane your champion would go. We'll kill her if she oversteps. It shouldn't be hard. Auto her. Auto her. Q her. Auto her. She's dead. I wish she died a little bit quicker, but whatever. Alright, and we're just going to try and push this down here. And the whole point of what we're doing here is to try and get as much blue essence as possible out of this. So I'm not going to be playing Darius. When I'm doing this, by the way, if one of these champions you really like and you want to actually play, don't worry about their blue essence cost because it's cheaper just to get them for free. If you choose a champion out of this tutorial or out of the 7-day reward streak for a new account, you will get that champion for free. So if you enjoy it, if it's a champion that you intend on playing anyways, just go ahead and get it. There's no reason not to. And you notice how I'm dealing with the wave first, right? The reason I'm doing that is because these minions right here, these are going to do the most damage to the turrets. So these tutorials are super grindy, they're super annoying, they take for fucking ever. They're like miniature they take about half the time of a normal game. I'm actually really surprised the Antibot hasn't come back yet though. I'm not upset about it because I don't need the money, I just need this to be over faster. Yeah, so after I get this turret, I should have enough money. Almost. We're going to get one more wave. We're going to get enough for Hullbreaker. Specifically because Hullbreaker is going to help our minions push. And again, our minions are going to be doing the vast majority of the damage in this early game. Which is true for any league game, by the way. I have a Soraka here who will heal me anyway, so I really don't care if I take some hits. But I also have Doran's Blade. Like, there's no reason for me to be worried about it. I'm going to get this last hit, and then I'm going to back. I'm going to combine my Hullbreaker, which is right here. And I can't quite afford a Sheen. Yeah, so we're just going to get some boots to get the lane faster, and we're going to go. So what this is going to do for me is this is going to make it... Did you take tower shots or something? Did Annie come back? What the fuck happened to you, Soraka? What this is going to do for me is Hullbreaker gives you some attack damage, which is going to be great for dealing damage to the turret. It's going to give you some health regen if you do take those extra turret shots. And it gives you boarding party, which means when no allied champions are nearby. Ah, yes. I see why you did this tutorial. Alright, so this was a bad purchase. Don't do this, okay? You would have been better off just going Triforce, getting the Sheen procs and the attack damage. We're going to bait her to take that shot, then she should move out. Alright, if she has to back out far enough, now this is a good purchase. Because now my minions are getting the bonus. You see the thing around me? That means that they're getting the bonus. You'll notice I'm also doing this thing where I'm doing auto resets with my W. It just gets more damage quicker. That's all it's for. It doesn't do any extra damage to the turret with the ability itself. But it skips my animation. It's called animation canceling. So we have very limited time until Soraka gets back. I really want to abuse that time because these minions are tankier, they're doing more, and I'm ending this game quicker. You notice the minute that Soraka left, this became super easy to push, right? And now that we're done with that, this tutorial's over, and like all the bots are AFK. Ta-da. And that'll be the end of the first tutorial. So now I'm going to show you what I did, or sorry, of the second tutorial. Now I'm going to show you, oh, that one just gives me XP, crap. So with the first one, I chose Darius, right? Because Darius is just worth the most. At the end here, we're going to get a reward capsule. It's going to have another champion shard in it. And so that you know, all champion shards are not created equal. The ones that you get from tutorials in the 7 days will give you the full amount of their champions. The rest of them will give you a diminished return from that. And we're going to do the same thing here. We don't really care about the mission objectives. We just want to completely crush mid lane, and win the game. It's going to give me some primary quests to do, but that's going to be in line with doing what I need to do anyways. So we're going to change this one, and we're just going to start messing with some of these things as we go. While we're doing this, I will talk about a few different things as well. I've got an Ashe in my lane this time. Alright, so we already saw how Hullbreaker does. Now I'm going to go Triforce this time, and I'm just going to see how much the Sheen damage does more than Hullbreaker. Okay. One of the things you can do as well, there are certain things that you can buy called event passes. I want to make sure I'm last hitting because the bot's not even going to spend the gold. And I need the quest anyways, right? What I'd like to do, and it's easy to do it right here, is if you come right here, and it only works in bots. If you do this in a real game, you're going to get killed by the mid laner and the jungler, is you can come right here and proxy the wave. But I'm going to show you some concepts for different roles, right? So as a bruiser, which is what Darius is, Mukau's level 1, I'm not worried about him then. So we're zoning him off here. We're not completing the primary mission, but that's fine. Because again, we don't care about the primary mission. Our main objective and the main objective for every single game is to defeat the Nexus, right? Auto reset. Ah, I canceled the auto. He's not dead. I need to not cancel the auto there. There we go. So it's going to want me to do that a while. I need 1333 for Triforce. So I'll probably go back at 1336. I didn't hit the sweet spot there. Fuck. And I can't step in here without taking turret aggro because I have a bleed effect on him. If you have a bleed effect on a champion, he stepped out of turret range, and they're within turret range, you will end up taking turret aggro because you're technically still damaging that champion, right? We're just gonna kill her here, I think. Alright, and then we're gonna go back and purchase. Ashe is gonna get that, which is fine. We're gonna kill these 2 minions first. We're not going to worry about the Galio. I don't care about the level 3 Galio. But we're going to get out of here. Don't follow me all the way down the lane, dude. Let's see if we can't fool him here.
Must be my imagination.
There we go. We're going to go back. We're going to buy the Triforce, and we're going to buy boots again. Boots just to get through there quicker. Normally I mess with these because we don't need to use select self as M1. Yoink! And the whole goal here is, again, we're just going to end the game. We don't care about kills. We don't care about anything else. So the primary objective for this game is, as per usual, we want to defeat the enemy Nexus. To do that, if he's just going to run it down mid, my minions won't care about him. I didn't want to get Morgana queued under turret, so I walked out there. And the bright side of Sheen, right? So Sheen, what it does is whenever you use an ability, it gives you more damage on your next auto attack, okay? Darius has a ton of wave clear on his Q. If you hit the sweet spot, which is, I'll show you here, this circle right here on the outside is the sweet spot. It does more damage and heals you more if you hit that. As well as what I can potentially show you later. I do need to get mana back, so we're not going to worry about that too much. Renekton bot running it down, nothing new there. Alright, so now my ult reset there means that if I hit anyone else for a short duration, they get full stacks of bleed, which is disgusting. It does a lot of damage. Alright, and again, I don't care about these guys at all. Heal off.
Nope.
Oop, not heal off anyone. That's fine. Oh, I don't think I get to. No, I need to heal. Alright, that's fine. But the main objective, again, is to get the Nexus. So that means you have to push through the outer turret, the inner turret, the fountain turret, or sorry, not the fountain turret, the inhib turret, and both the Nexus turrets. When you're playing in a game, it's going to take a lot longer. You're going to be playing against real people, and you're not going to be able to just do this right here, where I literally don't have to worry about anything here. They're all just going to die to me, right? He's dead. And I don't even care about them. So you notice the Nexus regains some health. It does that. Nexus and inhibitors and any turret inside their base will regen health as you go. So that's the end of the third game, correction. Sorry, we already did the first one offline. And we wait for it to verify. Cool, we leveled up, which is awesome. So that should put us at level 3, yes. And we get a capsule that gives me 3,000 blue essence, which is good because it'll let me get a new champion at some point. So we now have 3,900 blue essence. Okay, I'll show you what we can do with that here in a bit. So you get this tab when you're first starting out called Journey. You want to pay attention to that, right? So level up, unlock new maps, spells, and other rewards each time you level up. Play daily to unlock a new champion and other rewards whenever you play each day. I'm going to show you right now. Where is it? Where are the spells? You're going to start out with only Ghost and Heal, and you're going to unlock the more important things as you go. The most important summoner spells are Flash, Smite, Ignite, Teleport, Exhaust, and Heal. Those are the ones you're going to see in everything. If you play a lot of ARAM, Mark is going to be good at level 6, because a lot of your engaged champions use it as a way to get in. So at level 7, you get Teleport Flash, which is good for mid laners, certain bot laners, and top laners. At level 9, you get Smite and Ignite. Smite is only used for jungling, right? And Ignite is generally a mid laner or a support item. However, in the current meta, we're seeing a lot of Ignite and Exhaust just everywhere. Top laners that want to win their lane often will use Ignite as well. And Exhaust is something that you'll see a lot in support, and again, right now, AD carries are bringing this a lot. Heal is typically used by the AD carry, but in this meta, again, they're not using it right now. It'll come back eventually when they figure out what they're doing with it. Ghost can be used on certain champions, so Singed, Darius like Ghost a lot, but Flash is almost always a staple. There are very few champions in the game that do not use Flash because it's just a get out of jail free card. For the people of you that are coming from Dead by Daylight, this is the dead hard of this game, okay? So for my audience that's coming from Dead by Daylight, Flash is the dead hard. It is base kit, okay? So with that, we have completed the base tutorial. See, I've got everything here. But if I come to play, I can't actually play anything but draft pick, or sorry, blind pick. If you want to play blind pick, you can. I don't particularly care for it. I like draft pick. That's what I like to play. You can play ARAM, and you can play the featured modes. But what I'd recommend for all of you until you understand the basics of this game is to play bots. I would start with intro, and I would get like at least 10 games of intro bots on whatever champion, and this goes for every champion that you're learning until you get good enough at the game that you are able to pick up champions quicker. I would start with your champion, get 10 games of intro bots at the very least. Same thing with a lane. If you're going to start a new lane, I would recommend getting just like probably 20 games intro bots just to make sure like you understand more of it. Then you move on to beginner, I'd say still 10 to 15, and then intermediate, you want to just pump out as many games of these as you need to do until you feel comfortable, okay? You're going to get more blue essence in intermediate bots and more experience, which is good, but it's going to be harder. So you actually have a likelihood to lose if you're paired with a bunch of people that haven't played the game before, okay? But we're going to look at how you can get champions. There's two different ways. You can come to the store over here and click on the champion tab, and then you have a list of all of the champions that you can get, okay? Some of these champions are on major discounts. When I say that, we're gonna come find our con here. It is only for the riot points, which is the paid money in this game. You cannot get riot points without spending money, okay? And it's not the cheapest in the world either, see? So don't worry about discounts when it comes to your character purchase. If you're looking for a specific role, you can click on these tabs here and you can get those specific roles. So say I wanted to play mages, say I wanted to play Talia. It's cool that she's on discount right now. If I wanted to spend RP to get her, I could. Or I can just get any champion that I want with blue essence. Okay? So if I come to this backpack here is another way that you can check. So I have Darius. Okay? I don't get to sell this Darius because it was the first unlock. The rest of them I'll be able to sell. I don't have to actually pick them up. I'll see them in here under, I think it's materials. Normally your champion shards come here and under champions, but materials should be where these ones pop up. We'll see in the next video. And you can refund any of the champions that you pick for their maximum blue essence, only for these 7 days, right? And that brings us to this. This will be linked in the comment, or like in the description of the video. It is a list of every champion that we have now and what they are worth. So I would aim, if you don't see a champion that you actually know you want to play, pick up the most expensive champion every time. There are a few of them that you're gonna find on these lists that will be, like Alawi I think is one of them, that you can get your full 6,300 on, and then you can come spend that on a lesser champion if you want that champion. Okay, so if you want to play ranked, I recommend you come pick up all of these 450 blue essence champions right off the bat. These are also generally the easiest to play versions of their role. If you are looking to play ADC, Ashe is a great start. Annie's a great start for mid. For jungling, you have a couple of different options. You have Amumu, you have Master Yi, you have Nunu, and you have Poppy. You also have Warwick down here. Sorry, I keep forgetting that he's no longer 1350. These are all good jungling champions. Okay? If you want to play top, you've got Garen, you've got Kayle, you've got the Poppy again. You can play Ryze and Singed top. Sivir is a great ADC, but she's harder to play than Ashe. Okay? So if you click Show Unowned, you can see all the champions here, and you can click on them to unlock them. Okay? I'm not going to do it from here because I'm going to be buying all the 450 champions because I do intend on playing ranked. So what I want to do is I want to come here and I want to sort by blue essence up. Now all of my 450 champions are right here. And I can just buy them all out. And after you finish the tutorial, you're going to be able to buy almost all of them. So that leaves me with 5 champions. Okay, so pick what you want. I just picked some random ones up until the end. But the 450 ones will not only be a great learning curve for you, but just having the amount of champions that you're going to get out of that will be huge as well. So instead of having 1 now, I now have 9, right? I have 9 champions. I'm halfway to being able to play ranked after beating the tutorials. You can't reroll champion shards anymore, which is lame. When the reroll system, when this loot system first got introduced, you could reroll champions, and I abused that to get from having like 85% of the champions to having all of the champions. And ever since then, my main account has had all of the champions from that time on. You can reroll your skins, so if you have enough champions, it may be worth rerolling your skins. I wouldn't do so until you have enough champions that you're more likely to hit than miss, because it will give you skin permanence for champions you don't own. So we'll make an entire video on the loot system at some point, but that's going to be at another time because this entire system takes a while to talk about. So thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you all, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.